Go Mouse Scouts, episode 111.
You're listening to Go Mouse Scouts, where we're dedicated to helping you and your kids have a great time at the Disney parks, whether you're just starting out or a seasoned pro. My name is Chris.
And I'm Megan.
And in this episode, we are talking about visiting Disneyland on your birthday. Because I can't think of anything more magical than visiting Disneyland on your birthday, just because of some of the cool things that can happen. So we're going to go through some of our ideas on, making a Disneyland trip more magical. And of course, there is the obligatory first thing that you have to do when you go to Disneyland and it's your birthday, which is
get a button.
Yes. And it's not just any button.
No, it's the birthday button.
It is. It says
and they'll
happy
write
birthday.
your name on it, and they might write, how old you are, especially if you're, small.
Right. Or, 5th anniversary of your 29th birthday, right?
Right,
or whatever.
Sure,
Exactly. It's going to be my 6th anniversary, but, in August. But,
of your 29th? No.
Oh, wait.
It'll be their 7th anniversary of your 29th.
It's a good thing I married a calculator because I hate math. All right. But yeah, so you that's the first thing you should do is get this button, and then you wear it, where it can prominently be seen, and you'll get cast members who notice it, and they'll say happy birthday to you. Like if there's a parade going on and you're watching the parade, oftentimes you'll see some of the people, some of the characters will pay you special attention, or you'll, see them mouth like happy birthday or whatever. And it's really cool because that's just one of the first things, that kind of starts out. And oftentimes, you'll be able to experience kind of a random act of magic. You know what I mean? A couple of the things that I've heard of, and I was like, looking on the Disneyland Reddit to see what some of the people have experienced when wearing their Disneyland buttons. One person actually had the Dapper Dans, who's like the barbershop quartet, sing them happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
In all of the parts and stuff like that. How awesome would that be?
That's cool.
Random acts of magic. I've heard of other people, getting like, if they're going through like a counter service, sometimes they'll give you like a slice of cake or whatever.
That happened to us. Well,
Did
it
that
happened
happen
to me.
to us? Okay.
When we went on one of my birthdays, and they gave me a free dessert.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Also, when we celebrated our anniversary at the Blue Bayou last summer, they had a special dessert that they gave us for free.
Oh, right.
And they do that for birthdays too. You just have to tell them that, birthday or whatever. And it's really cool because that's not actually a dessert that you can just order off the menu, like if you're not celebrating something.
Oh,
so
interesting. Okay.
It's only for people who are celebrating anniversaries, birthdays.
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive.
And it was cool.
And it was so good.
It was like this, what was it, like a chocolate pudding or something shaped like a Mickey head or something? I can't remember exactly
like
what it was,
thing.
but yeah, it was really good.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I want to go back.
Yeah, that was good.
And that was for our anniversary. We were, I think we also got buttons for that as well. But you get those on Main Street at the City Hall. You go in and you ask for them. They also have them available at some of the stores. So
many of the stores have them. You just have to go up to the counter and ask if they have, they might not necessarily have, like some of the less common buttons, because there's a lot of different buttons,
right.
But generally they'll have like the I'm celebrating or the happy birthday or those kinds of buttons.
Right. You could definitely get a happy birthday button, but I think they've actually discontinued some of.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I seem to remember something. Like we couldn't get an anniversary button anymore or something.
You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But ask one of the cast members. At the very least, you can get a I'm celebrating button. So, now when we went to the Blue Bayou, when we booked that, did we mention that it was our anniversary on the booking? I can't remember if we did.
I can't remember if we did. We did it online, and I can't remember if there was a spot for it, if we just mentioned it when we checked in. But, you definitely want to make sure you mention.
Yeah, absolutely. Even whenever you go in to sit down at your reservation, mention to your waiter or your server, say, we're here, we're celebrating this person's birthday, or it's our anniversary, 10 years or whatever. And, that leaves the door open for them to give you, sprinkle a little bit of pixie dust on your time there, and it can be anything. Like for us, it was the dessert. But if you want to kind of make sure something magical happens, there's another thing that you can do, for table service, dining reservations. You want to make sure you can do this at the place you're going to be dining, basically. But you can order a birthday cake to be delivered to your table. Okay. Now they only do this at certain restaurants. So you'll want to make sure that they'll do that at the one you're going to be having reservations at. And you'll want to order this at least 3 days beforehand. But what you do is you call 714-781-DINE, or 714-781-3463, and you can actually order a cake through them and let them know, where and when you're going to be dining. They'll be able to help you set that up. You'll have a bunch of options that you can pick from and stuff like that, and they'll walk you through it as well. But that's one of the ways that you can kind of guarantee that there's going to be a little bit of extra magic for you whenever you're going to be, dining at one of these places. So, another thing that you might do is entertainment dinner packages, and this is something really cool where you can, you can make your dinner reservations, but you find this like lately they've had it for the Main Street Electrical Parade. I believe they have the dining packages available for the Frozen Live show as well. But you buy these and you eat there, and you also, they give you preferred seating for these shows. So you'll be able to find that out online. Do a little search on the internet and you'll be able to figure that out. And
one thing that we enjoy doing to celebrate birthdays is character dining.
That's one of our favorite things.
We've done that a lot. We usually give the kids a choice, about how they want to celebrate their birthdays. Do you want to go, do you want to go to a character meal? Do you want to have a birthday party? Do you want to, go do some other activity? So we've done character dining for birthdays a number of times, and it's usually pretty neat. They sing to all the kids there or everybody there who's having birthdays and stuff. And
right, yeah, and the really cool thing about those are the characters come to your table, and they interact with you, they interact with your kids. And here's a little tip: if you're going to do like a character breakfast, try and get one of the very first sittings, because at those times, not many people are coming in yet, and the characters will have more time to interact with you at your table, and oftentimes come back for a second visit.
Absolutely.
So,
and if you choose one of the character dinings at the 3 hotels, then you don't even have to buy park tickets to
right,
and to do that. So if it's the last day of your trip or something, or you just can't go to the park that day, but you still want to do something fun, those are always an option.
Yeah, yep. That would be a good episode. I'm going to take note of this, but people come down here for multiple days, right? I mean, we heard somebody who was going to do like 2 days at Disneyland and 1 day at California Adventure, and they're splitting things up. But sometimes you have a day where you're not going to be going into the parks, so we should do an episode on, non-park things to do and still have fun, So I've got a bunch of ideas already. One thing you'll want to consider is, the one at the Paradise Pier Hotel. That one has Mickey Mouse. This is something that our friend Randy Crane from the Stories of the Magic podcast pointed out to us, is that the only character dining that Mickey is at that's not in the parks is at that one.
Well, he's not at the ones that are in the parks either. But
oh, he's not? Okay.
Mm-mm. But, if you want to see Mickey without having to pay, $100 a person to get in, there you go. Character dining at it's the PCH Grill. And they have a Mickey surfing themed.
Yeah, they have.
We've done that one a couple
go
times.
Up and do a little
dance
surf
party
dance
kind of thing. And
yep. Yeah,
I
think
fun.
that one's our favorite. That one's my favorite. Plus, they have the huevos rancheros, which yum at the omelet bar. So if you guys like huevos rancheros, that's the one to go to. Okay, well, that pretty much wraps up this episode. I think we've covered everything for some great ways to celebrate your birthday at Disneyland and make it extra magical. So we would love to hear your guys' take on this as well. If you'd like to, continue the conversation with us, we've set up a Facebook group for Go Mouse Scouts, and there's also a link that you can visit to make it easier. If you go to gomousescouts.com/Facebook, it'll take you directly to our Facebook group. You can become a member and jump right in. We'd love to know some of the ways that you have made your birthdays extra magical at the parks as well. So come on in, jump in, join us. And if you'd like to email us, you can do so at fun@gomousescouts.com. So thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. When you go to... Cut. Well... blah, 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 blah. In this episode, we're talking about Disney... My computer is laughing at me.
Testing 98. Papa, what is